As Christmas 2025 settles over Salem, Days of Our Lives once again leans into what it does best, blending warmth, hope, and nostalgia with unresolved pain, complicated relationships, and the promise of drama still to come. The twinkling lights on Horton Square may suggest peace and goodwill, but longtime fans know that the holidays often magnify what characters want most, and what they fear they may never have. This year, there are 3 wishes that stand out above all others on the DOL fans' collective Christmas list. They aren't about shocking twists or explosive villains. Instead, they're deeply emotional human desires rooted in healing, growth, and the longing for genuine happiness. At the top of that list is one of the most heartbreaking storylines currently unfolding: Rachel Black and her mental health journey. Watching Rachel struggle has been painful for fans because, despite the terrible things she's done, she is still a child shaped by trauma far beyond what any kid should endure. Rachel has grown up surrounded by chaos, manipulation, abandonment, lies, and constant instability. With Kristen DiMera as her mother and a long line of psychological issues in her family history, Rachel was never given a fair shot at a normal childhood. Marlena Evans herself acknowledged that Rachel may have been predisposed to mental health challenges, and that truth makes her actions feel less like pure malice and more like a desperate cry for help. Fans desperately want to see Rachel get better, not because it would neatly wrap up a storyline, but because it would feel like a rare mercy in a town where children are often collateral damage. Rachel's current stay at Bayview is a step in the right direction, but it's far from a guarantee of healing, especially now that Sophia Choi has entered the picture. Sophia's presence feels ominous, like a dark cloud hovering over any chance Rachel might have at recovery. The fear is that Sophia will exploit Rachel's vulnerability, pulling her deeper into manipulation and reinforcing her worst impulses instead of helping her confront them. What fans truly want for Christmas 2025 is not a miraculous overnight cure, but progress. They want Rachel to be given real support, consistent care, and adults who prioritize her well-being over their own agendas. Brady Black, in particular, has been caught in an impossible position, trying to be a good father while constantly cleaning up the emotional wreckage left by Kristen. Fans are rooting for a future where Rachel isn't defined by her worst moments, where she's allowed to grow, learn, and heal before Salem turns her into the next tragic villain. In a show known for generational trauma, Rachel's redemption would feel like breaking a cycle rather than repeating it. Another major wish on fans' holiday list involves Jennifer Horton Devereaux, a character long regarded as one of Salem's moral compasses. Jennifer has historically been a hero, protective, compassionate, and fiercely loyal to her family. But lately her behavior has left many fans conflicted and frustrated. Her relentless interference in Chad DiMera's personal life, especially following Abigail's death, has crossed a line from concern into control. While viewers understand her pain, losing a daughter in such a brutal, senseless way, the way she has projected that grief onto Chad feels unfair and damaging. Jennifer's threat to take Thomas and Charlotte away from their father has struck a nerve with fans. Chad is far from perfect, but he is a devoted father who has already lost the love of his life. Watching Jennifer treat him like a danger to his own children feels excessive, even cruel. Fans don't want Jennifer to stop caring. They want her to let up, to recognize that her grief does not give her the right to dismantle her grandchildren's remaining sense of stability. Christmas 2025 presents a powerful opportunity for Jennifer to reflect. With Chad returning from a terrifying kidnapping ordeal and the children finally reunited with their father, fans hope Jennifer will soften. They want her to see that Thomas and Charlotte need their dad more than they need legal battles and emotional tug-of-war. A moment of clarity, perhaps sparked by seeing Chad's vulnerability, or by remembering what Jack once fought through to keep their own family together, could restore Jennifer to the role viewers have always loved her in. Redemption for Jennifer doesn't mean erasing her pain. It means learning to channel it in a way that protects rather than harms. The third and perhaps most emotionally satisfying wish on fans' Christmas list is for Brady Black to finally have a real, lasting romance. Brady's love life has been a revolving door of false starts, doomed relationships, and heartbreak, much of it tied directly to his daughter's turmoil. Every time Brady begins to move forward romantically, Rachel's issues, or Kristen's interference, pull him right back into crisis mode. Over time, this pattern has left Brady emotionally exhausted and viewers yearning to see him experience genuine happiness without catastrophe following close behind. Now, with Rachel in Bayview and Brady living at the Kiriakis' mansion, there's a sense that something could finally shift. His growing connection with Sarah Horton has not gone unnoticed by fans. What makes their dynamic so appealing isn't just the sparks, it's the shared understanding. Sarah knows what it's like to be hurt, betrayed, and disappointed. She's dealing with her own heartbreak from Xander's lies and the collapse of her marriage. Brady likewise understands loss, addiction, and the struggle to rebuild after repeated emotional setbacks. Their bond feels organic, rooted in friendship, trust, and quiet moments rather than grand declarations. Fans aren't necessarily demanding an instant love story, they want something real. A slow burn. A relationship where Brady isn't constantly punished for daring to feel joy. Christmas, with its themes of renewal and second chances, feels like the perfect backdrop for that possibility. Even a small step, a shared realization, a moment of honesty, a spark acknowledged instead of ignored, would feel like a gift long overdue. Ultimately, what these three wishes have in common is hope. Fans aren't asking for Salem to abandon drama, they're asking for balance. They want to see characters grow instead of endlessly cycling through trauma. They want children protected, parents humbled, and long-suffering characters rewarded with moments of peace. Christmas 2025 in Salem has the potential to deliver exactly that, not through miracles but through meaningful choices. If Rachel begins to heal, Jennifer learns to step back, and Brady allows himself to love again, it would mark a season of emotional progress rarely seen all at once. It wouldn't erase the pain of the past, but it would suggest that Days of Our Lives still believes in forward movement, redemption, and the idea that even in Salem, Christmas wishes sometimes do come true.